When I saw LenDenClub in the year 2020, I thought, this is it. This is what I wanted to do. And since then, I am investing and I am loving it.
Whenever you are receiving the money back from these repayments, do you reinvest that immediately? Do you
Immediately. Because the compounding is the key of this business. If you want to get like more than 25-30% return, then you have to reinvest the same time.
traditional instruments or P2P lending?
P2P
I think I know the answer.
P2P lending, no doubt. I don't think that my NPAs are more than 2%. I calculate the risk up to maximum 3 to 4%. That's it.
Does it feel realistic when you see 27% return?
Of my friend who invested around 20 lakh. So he said in 3 months or 4 months his return was around 10%.
Hi everyone, my name is Rajat Sinha and welcome to the 5th episode of Real People, Real Stories. Today we want to talk all about how you should look at investment. Should you look at it as a growth or should you look at it from the point of view that you can also earn monthly cash flows? And for that, I have Kapil Agarwal with me to
Hi.
talk all
Hi,
about
Rajat.
it. Thank you so much for joining us here, Kapil.
It's a pleasure here.
So, Kapil, before we start off, why don't you tell us a bit about you? Where are you from? What do you do?
So my name is Kapil Agarwal. I'm from Delhi. I do an electronic business. I sell used laptops, and we have our website rentopc.com, wherein we rent and sell used laptops. And I've been in e-commerce industry since like 20 years now, and we are selling IT products only. Yeah.
Okay.
And along with this, I'm a small-time investor, especially with LenDenClub, and it's a pleasure doing investment with you guys.
Awesome. So, Kapil, when did you start investments, and what was your first investment really look like?
So I started investment long back in the share market. As usual, every newcomer starts with the share market, and I lost a lot, as usual. So later, I searched multiple other investment portfolios where I can invest, I can make money. So in the year 2020, I believe, I started with LenDenClub, and before that, I was planning that I will invest somewhere in NBFC. So I contacted multiple NBFCs also to partner with them. But they were like, you can give us money, we'll invest, we'll give you the portfolios, and you can take the return. But my forte was not that. I wanted to work in some NBFC as a partner. So I had some kind of ideas in my mind, and when I saw LenDenClub in the year 2020, I thought, this is it. This is what I wanted to do. And later I saw filters and all, so it was more of a filtered product what I was thinking. And since then, I am investing and I am loving it. This is the best investment what I am doing. I have multiple portfolios because see, I'm a businessman and I belong to a businessman family. And it's a say that every businessman should have 7 different sources of income.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I have multiple sources of income, but this is one of the best income source which I have.
So, very interesting, right? You said, of course, you have a business and you started with stock market. Then you tried P2P lending as well. So, when you look at investment, do you look at it from growth of your capital, or do you look at it from an income perspective? Because again, as a businessman, you want to have a lot of cash flows, right?
Yeah. So I look both sides because everyone is looking for the growth of capital as well, and recurring income like a business, wherein you are buying and selling the things, wherein you are buying the loan and you're getting return out of it. So it's like for both, I get recurring income as well as for the growth of my capital. Yeah.
Okay. So, does that mean that whenever you are receiving the money back from these repayments, do you reinvest that immediately? Do you?
Immediately. Because the compounding is the key of this business. If you want to get like more than 25-30% return, then you have to reinvest the same time. If you'll wait for the next 25 days, you won't get return for sure. This much return.
Right. So in that case, have you ever thought that investment can also replace your regular income, or like can it just be a passive income? Is it realistic?
See, first at the first point, you'll never see you'll always see it as an alternate source of income, or you can say a passive income. But sometimes, the conditions make it a real income, the first income. So I can just say that yes, you can take it as a first income, you can take it as a main income, but you see, the things are so easy that you have enough time. You just spend like 10 minutes a day and you'll earn what you are earning regularly in your business.
Hmm.
So I feel that you should always take it as a passive income, not as the first income, because otherwise, people will sit at home, see Netflix only, and spend 10 minutes over here, and people will like this only. Like they won't work at all. So you should take it as a passive income, but yes, it can generate an equal income what you are earning from the other sources.
So there are multiple avenues through which you can earn passive income, right?
Hmm.
Rental income is considered one of the best
Hmm.
sources of passive income in India
Right.
and outside also. Do you think it is worth the initial investment that it takes and the hassle?
So I feel that you see, rental income is not everyone's cup of tea because it requires huge investment. The returns are like 4 to 6%, and here the compounding is so fast that in the next 3 years you are just doubling your money. So maybe from this income you can have rental income in the future, but you cannot compare this income with the rental incomes. But yes, there is a limitation over here that you cannot invest more than 50 lakh in a single portfolio. Let's say I have 4 members, adult members at my place, so I can increase it to maximum 2 cr. And wherein in the property it depends, like everyone's pocket. So if someone have to invest 10 cr, then you really can't invest here. But yes, if you have this pocket, like this limitation of pocket, that you have 50 lakhs or 1 cr or 1.5 cr, then you can put it as the investment and the best investment portfolio which you have in the total portfolio. You will
Okay.
get the best return over here.
Got it. So you're saying that while rental income, should be a part of portfolio, if you have that kind of a corpus
Yeah,
and
yeah, you're right.
effort and time to invest,
Right.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Otherwise, P2P lending kind of can replace that for you as well, right?
No, I'm not saying that it can the excess funds, because you have limitation over here. You
Hmm.
have limited portfolios. You have limited funds what you can invest here. You have
Right.
limitations over here. So over and above that amount, what you have, you can invest in the rental incomes. That's what I'm saying, because you cannot replace this income with that, because this is the highest return income you can never get anywhere in any kind of portfolio.
Of course. So generally, it means that different asset class
Hmm.
has its own set of USPs.
Hmm.
There's a risk reward ratio. There's a
Hmm.
time effort ratio. All those kind of factors in
Hmm.
for you to decide what really makes
Right,
sense
right,
and
right.
what works for you or not.
So when we talk about risk reward ratio, so I feel that for me, like there's no risk, because the way I invest, the filters which I put, I don't think that my NPAs are more than 2%. Generally, I've heard multiple people, even in people who are investing in lending club, they take the risk up to 10%. I calculate the risk up to maximum 3 to 4%. That's it.
Okay, interesting. So, but besides, the usual rental income, right?
Hmm.
There are new investment options like REITs and InvETs. So, have you tried any of them, or what's your
Oh,
thoughts about
what was that?
REIT, like real estate investment trust, and
No, I haven't tried that.
okay.
I'm aware about it, but
Hmm.
I haven't tried it. I didn't want to try.
Hmm. Okay. So, one interesting thing you said about peer-to-peer lending is
Hmm.
that it gives you regular cash flow,
Right.
correct? And mostly monthly, but if you have a larger portfolio, it often gives you daily cash flow,
Daily cash flow.
correct?
For me, it's daily.
Yeah. So, have you ever thought that? Have you ever experienced something like that anywhere else?
No, never.
Did you actually believe when you were looking at P2P lending कि यहाँ से ऐसा हो सकता है? I know you have been investing for a while,
Yeah,
so have you
it's
ever felt that यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ possible हो सकता है?
यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ possible hasn't.
And earning regular income, almost daily, monthly, that kind of.
So that's the main key. Now, when you get regular funds, you get daily amount. You get to know how much you have earned in the interest. Which is the main part. So you have earned like 10,000 rupees as an interest. So this is my earning for the day.
Hmm.
So this is the thing, and you can never get such an income anywhere. Like because see, daily income, there's only a labor earns the daily income, that's a daily wages.
Hmm.
But that is something what he's getting for his fooding part and for the regular living.
Hmm.
But otherwise, there's nothing called daily income or regular income on the daily basis, especially what we are getting here.
Right. Okay. So, you've been investing in P2P lending for a while now. What does your portfolio look like today, and how much returns have you seen earning?
So the returns as of now, I've calculated it up to 28 to 30%, and in between the returns were low because the loans were very less online. Nowadays, yes, I've re-again aggressively investing the amount because you see it's all the power of compounding.
Mhm.
So if you invest the credited amount on the daily basis, then you'll get return up to 30%, 35% even.
So, you said you started lending in P2P since 2020, correct?
Right.
Okay. What made you decide? How do you discover peer-to-peer lending, and what made you decide to take the bet?
Do I really need to answer that? Because you see, because I've seen a TV show,
Mhm.
Shark Tank. Then later I came to know about Bharat Pay because, frankly speaking, by that time I was not aware about Bharat Pay.
Mhm.
Then I started investing with Bharat Pay.
Mhm.
There were FMPB kind of FD investment types with Bharat Pay. I invested that, wherein I was getting 1% return.
Mhm.
Uh, then later, I've seen that that amount is invested with two NBFCs. There were two NBFCs listed. One was LenDenClub, and there was one more NBFC. I don't remember that. So later, I downloaded the app of LenDenClub just to check out because see, I am a technology guy, right? So my forte is something when I get to know about anything, then I always search it. I do a research, and I love to know about new things, whether it's a new business or new investment opportunity or anything like that. So that time I have seen LenDen Club. I downloaded the app. Then I invested the amount because I was sure like it's such a big company that time I was aware that there were 5 lakh users of Bharat Pay QR.
Mhm.
Then I saw that when LenDen Club is connected, then it's a genuine NBFC and a genuine app. Then I started with the investment of 10 lakh rupees in the very first go.
Mhm.
And as I'm a businessman, so I'm very daring and risk-taking person from the beginning. And then, in the beginning, I think it was a closed area wherein you can select the loans. Yeah, and then later you got an option to select the loans, like you can lend to people, and you can put filters. There
Yes.
were very limited filters in the beginning. Then later it was changed to a fixed return. Then later again, last year I believe again we can sort the loans. And last year when it started, I made it multiple times. Like previously it was 10 lakhs, now it is more than 1 CR.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said one thing that P2P lending comes with its own set of inherent risks, right? Borrower defaults,
Hmm.
collection risk, all those things are possible. So how do you manage that kind of a risk, and does it make sense to take that kind of a risk because you may lose your entire principal as well, right?
Yeah,
So how
right.
do you manage that?
So the filters what you have given, they are amazing, and it's all about the thought process. For example, I put different filters in a combination. For example, I put one filter, the high income people.
Mhm.
Along with that, I put a small tenure, and then along with that, I put one more filter that gives me the best loans,
Mhm.
the London Club score, you can say.
Mhm.
And then I invest a bigger chunk, the maximum allowed chunk, which is 4,000 rupees per loan. I put that in all the loans which what are available in that filter.
Mhm.
And that ways, I actually secure my money because I've seen that NPAs in that. That's why I said ki I calculate hardly 2-3% NPA, just because ki I'm putting filters, and those filters are helping me out to uh, pick and choose the best people who will actually give you 100% return amount, what they have taken, what they have borrowed.
Mhm.
And that's why, that way I secure my risk over here.
Okay. So I have seen,
Hmm.
because you mentioned you put 4,000 rupees in each borrower,
You're
correct?
right.
Okay. I have seen in your portfolio you have tens of thousands of loans in which you have invested. Have
Yeah.
you felt like it's so cumbersome?
No, why? Why will I think so? Because I see, I feel whatever you do, you have to first think and do it.
Hmm.
So when I have done it, then why will I see कि हाँ कौन दे रहा है कौन नहीं मेरे को पता है कि मेरा रिटर्न आना है. Simple. I don't see it again. I never ask for any kind of report. I know what returns I'm getting.
Hmm.
And the money I get, I just calculate the percentage and I know what returns I'm getting, what kind of percentage returns I'm getting.
So does it feel realistic when you see, 28, 27% return? Because a lot of the time when I talk to people and it's like, we have been able to do that in the past 6 months, a year, they actually feel like, is it a scam of some sort?
Yeah,
Kya
yeah.
bol rahe ho?
So whenever I tell anyone, so the person says it's a scam. So I say it's good. You should think like that because nowadays we are not getting loans to lend to people. So that's why I really don't want now to market it because even we are not getting borrowers to give loans. But otherwise, it's a realistic thing because in the beginning, I have like connected more than 10 people over here who have invested a good amount, like 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh, and all of them are getting good returns. All of them. And I don't have my mobile phone. You have kept it. Otherwise, I would have shown you a message. Like 2 days back, only one of my friend who invested around 20 lakh. So he said, "Ki thanks a lot, dil se, because you introduced me to this Lending Club, and it has given me such a good return." And his return was like in 3 months or 4 months, his return was around 10%, which was
Wow.
awesome. That's why he wrote such a big message. Ki thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's actually very good to know. Okay,
Yeah.
so now considering all of that, you have experienced, stock markets, you have
Hmm.
rental income, you have P2P lending.
Hmm.
Today, if I give you 1 crore rupees,
Hmm.
how would you diversify your portfolio, and what percentage? I mean,
So you see, it's a saying that you should never put all your eggs in one
yeah,
basket. So I'll never say that I'll put all the money in P2P lending. But yes,
absolutely.
I'll put 60% of the money in P2P lending.
Okay.
And then leftover, I can say in unlisted shares, that's a good return thing. You cannot say that you can put that money in rental income because you cannot get any property in that price. And otherwise, the ongoing businesses are good. What if you are in business?
Mhm.
Otherwise, the SIPs are good with mutual funds, but they are very long term.
Mhm.
You have to wait for like 3-4 years to get a good return
Mhm.
because even I have multiple SIPs and I have a good portfolio in mutual funds as well as shares. But yes, the returns are good, but actually, like it's a long term journey now, like 5 years, 8 years. Over here, the compounding principle, it has broken the compounding principle. The principle of 72, what we used to say, you have to multiply the number of months divided by 72.
Hmm.
Over here, because that was for FD actually.
Hmm.
But now it's like 36 only. You have to multiply by 36 divided by 72. That's it. In 3 years, you are just doubling your money.
Right. So we were trying to figure out when we launched the
Hmm.
new option,
Hmm.
um, how do we show returns? Now I can show returns in simple terms. You put
Hmm.
in 100 rupees, you have earned 108 rupees, 8%. Perfect.
Hmm.
But that does not show you the right picture, because a lot of these instruments,
Right.
mutual funds and all, they run on XIRR,
Hmm.
right? So we thought, let's try XIRR.
Hmm.
And when we tried to calculate XIRR,
People were not
no,
understanding actually. Yeah,
Excel could not calculate it because it was coming in,
right,
lakhs of
right,
thousands of percentages.
right.
And if I show that,
Even,
scam is a different thing. People will start believing I'm a fraud.
even in the beginning, when I was seeing XIRR, I called up my account manager. I asked her, like, make me understand this, how this is calculated. So she took 2 days. Then she called me up. Then again, I have queried something. Then she took 2 days. Then again, got back to me. But the thing is, like, XIRR is not actually practical, and. You see, the current return ratio what you are showing is fine because that's the approximate returns what you're getting.
Yeah.
But yes, NPAs are there, and you never know when the NPAs will gonna increase. So, but as of now, it is going fine. There's no better way to show that what you are showing as of now.
Okay. So a quick rapid fire.
Hmm.
Um, Traditional instruments or P2P lending? I
P2P
think I know
lending.
the answer
P2P
though.
lending, no doubt.
Okay, biggest investment myth that you've heard of.
You can invest in the properties which are under construction, and you never know you'll get the property or not. In Delhi, this is happening a lot. Like before, it was happening a lot. We invested in multiple in builders,
Hmm.
and there are around 10 to 12 litigations what are going on.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the myth actually. So I never did that. My father did that, and we are still under litigations with them from the past 10 years.
One word advice for a new investor.
P2P lending.
Okay. What's the most absurd piece of financial advice you've ever seen people giving online?
Invest in this stock, you'll get multiple times return, and they themselves are not investing. If you earn the return, they'll call you their percentage, otherwise, they'll stop picking up their the call.
Okay. One last question. Your final thought. Um, what do you think P2P lending growing in India in the next 5 years?
So, see, as of now, the returns are very good. Okay. And people who are not investing, for them, this is not practical. But the thing is, once it is introduced and the person enters to P2P lending, he will never leave that. So I'm sure, like in the next 5 years, it will grow multifolds. Like say, from the current scenario, it can go up to 10 to 20 times here.
Okay.
For example, your portfolio is 16,000 crores, so it can be 160,000 crores.
We're hoping for that. All right. Thank you so much, Kapil, for joining us here today.
Yeah, same
And
here.
thanks to all of you for watching this podcast. And we'll be back very soon. Until then, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.